get to know how to deploy or upload what you have built in Jenkins. So you get the scenario wherein you are asked to do some deployments on AWS, maybe to S3 bucket, let's say for an example, because I'm going to take S3 bucket as an example here in my video. So once the build gets created or once you have the output, you just need to deploy the files or an app uh, to the to S3 bucket, so you can further uh, set up to setup associated to CloudFront distribution, and there from there you can have the static website content available on the browser. So the main motto is to have the app related files, application related files to S3 bucket once your job gets finished, the build job gets finished. So I'll show you how you can do that. So in order to proceed further, since you have Jenkins on EC2 machine, which is on AWS again, so S3 bucket is something that you would need, and um, I already have the video wherein I showed you how you can create S3 bucket. So you can follow that. I have already created for this use case just to save time. So I have this S3 bucket in place, Shank's S3 bucket, right? And let me check if I have anything. If I have anything, I'll delete it. Let me refresh it. I do have something. Let's delete it for now so I can show you from the scratch. And let's delete this. Okay, so now I have empty bucket. I just created bucket, and just to access this bucket from Jenkins, you must have some access keys or role created. So for the feature that I'm going to use in Jenkins, that would require IAM keys. So like I said, to access S3 bucket, to create S3 bucket, there is already a video created by me, so you can watch that video and come back here. So I have IAM keys created, and I have this IAM keys file here wherein I have access key and secret key. And what I did is I uh, clicked this, I came here, and this is something which I've already done, but you need to do this in order to establish the connectivity. So there is a plugin available in the available plugins, and say S3. Once you hit S3, there would be several plugins, and the one I am going to use, which is not listed here because it is an installed plugins, because I've already installed it. So S3, once you type S3, there would be S3 Publisher plugin in available plugins, and then you can hit install. Here, this is to uninstall it, but you would get install option here, and then it would ask whether you would like to install it after restart. So just hit yes, so that your installation works properly. Okay, once it is installed, just click Manage Jenkins and click Configure System. Just a second. Yeah, so in the configure system, and just scroll all the way to bottom, there would be a file. There would be an option to create Amazon S3 profiles. So just add profile. It would ask you to enter profile name. If you're using IAM role, use that IAM role, else use access key and the secret key that we just recently download it from IAM console on AWS. So just hit add test connection, and it would say check pass. That means your IAM keys are working properly for from for the S3 publishing to the S3 bucket. So it has, because these IAM keys has bucket full access for now. You can customize the access from IAM itself. Okay, so you can just simply click save and then come back here on the projects. So yesterday or in my previous videos, I showed you how to create freestyle pipeline, how to create a pipeline wherein you would use Jenkins node and Jenkins file. So I have all these three pipelines. I'm gonna take first two. Both belongs to both belong to Linux machine. So I'm going to take first freestyle. In the freestyle, hit configure. If you don't have the created, just create it, and then see the configurations that you need to do. General, restrict where this project can be run, which project label expression, which node it should take. So you should mention the name of that, not the name of that node, but the label expression that you configured within that node configuration in the Jenkins. Then in the source code management, you enter the GitHub credentials and URL, like we discussed in the previous videos, right? And then you come all the way to bottom. I just skipped build step for now because there is nothing to build. Here I just have one Jenkins file, this, and this Jenkins file has something in here, and this Jenkins file will be available in your, will be visible in your workspace of that particular demo pipeline Linux. Once and this will only be available once you hit build now, right? Till that time you won't have anything. So let's scroll bottom, and then in post build actions you need to mention the S3 profile that you created, and then the source as in whatever is there in the workspace demo pipeline Linux, whatever is there. Like I said, your Jenkins file and all the contents of the repository will be available in the workspace demo pipeline Linux, which will further be uploaded. All the that means all everything. You can go through the syntax how you can mention this. So it means all whatever is there in the demo pipeline Linux, it will be uploaded to the destination bucket called Shankar S3 bucket, which is on the AWS. So where are we getting the files in the demo pipeline Linux? It's from GitHub. We configured GitHub here, right? Master branch, and then we are getting the files from here only. And then I have set everything by default. Just a region. Region is global for S3, but still, which region you have chosen to have the S3 bucket deployed? So that's AP South one, right, on the AWS. So you can just have a look there and then set the region here. Rest is as is by default, and you can customize this as well if you would like to. And then I'll hit save, right? Once I hit save, what it'll do, it will get the content of the repository Jenkins file and one readme file, right? Let me verify this, what do we have in here. I'll say cancel changes, or I'll just save this for now. Commit changes. I'll say whatever is there in yeah. So we have two files in this repository. So once I hit build now, it will copy the repository content to this workspace. Uh, when you click workspace, you see that we already have this. So if you want, I can remove it just to show you how it works. I'm already in here. Restart. Let me go to Jenkins user, and then I'll go to this path. Okay, don't get confused. I'll just hit clear, and I'm into the path. And when I hit list, I see two files are there. So I'll remove everything from here. Oh, I'm sorry. Jenkins file and RMRF readme. Right now I list, there is nothing in here. So if I again hit workspace, I have nothing in here. I can wipe out current workspace, but I won't do that because it will delete this one. So there is now git, there is only git installed in here. So let it be like this, and I'll hit build now. Let's see what it does. Okay, now there is a build scheduled at the bottom, 13th console output. Let's see. So it is running on agent Linux. The node it has already chosen because we have set the label expression on the while configuring the pipeline and freestyle pipeline, and then it is running in the this workspace, right? It has done all the steps, and let's scroll to bottom. It has picked up the latest changes of the uh, Jenkins file available there in the GitHub, and then it has also done what we asked to do. So it started to publish artifacts to S3 bucket. Build is still running. It published artifacts to S3 bucket using S3 profile that we set up under configuring configuration of system configuration, or manage system configuration in the console itself, Jenkins console. And then it has chosen this bucket and Jenkins file, and one another file is readme file. Now if I go here in the workspace of this build, not this build, but this pipeline, I now see again two files. Now if I hit list again, the same command, now I see two files. See, this is on the workspace, but to verify on S3 bucket, let's go to S3 bucket. If I hit bucket, if I hit refresh, here we go. Here I see these two files. So if in case you have some application URL which you would like to show to the client in your enterprise environment, that the static website or something, some other files you have in here, HTML or something that has feature to open in the browser, and it's kind of website, you can always deploy it from Jenkins to here. So if I open it, uh, let me open this. It has downloaded, but we don't want to do that. What we like to check is how it looks like on the browser. So I'll copy URL and I'll paste it here. It says access denied. Okay. STURI. Oh, I'm sorry. Mm, just a second. So that's what I mean. Since it is available for a download, so it won't open in the browser. We'll check if we can put HTML file here, or if it is able to open it on browser. So if I whatever file I create, let's for an example, I'll create one file here. Just give me a moment. And the Jenkins file, I say let's create a file, not in the Jenkins file, but here I'll add one, let's say HTML file. So I'll say app.html. This is working as expected. Okay, I in created uh, committed. Sorry for the typo. Let's ignore it. So now we have three files. I'll hit the build again, job again, build now. It will create another one. Now we have in S3, we would have three files. Let's refresh it. App.html. If I open it, here we go. We see that whatever content we put in there, this is working as expected. It shows right here. How cool is this, right? Okay, now we have another possibility of doing it. So I have showed you how to do it from uh, freestyle pipeline. Now let's go back to our usual pipeline that we were creating for the demo. We created for the demo session, and it's again what we are supposed to do here. So what Here, what the requirement here is, we don't have to really configure anything here. It should remain the way it was in our last uh, pipeline demo session. See, it is the same as we what we did in our last video. So I have kept it like this. I did not change anything, and I really did not change and mention anything in here because we'll have to mention everything in Jenkins file. So what I'll do here is I'll say let's first okay, let's first go into Jenkins file, because this Jenkins file say doesn't ask us to upload. So rather than configuring on the pipeline itself, we can always ask Jenkins file uh, to do whatever the steps you would like to do it. So we'll edit Jenkins file, and using with the help of pipeline generator, pipeline syntax, I would say, you can search. This would really help. I have already copied it. I'm just showing you just to let you know that you can do the things from here as well. So S3 upload, you can choose, and then you can mention whatever configuration you would like to do. Likewise, like what we did in the last just few seconds ago or few minutes ago, star star, we'll do this. This time we are actually creating a syntax of it, nothing different. This is where you have put the destination bucket, region, everything, and then go at the bottom and hit generate pipeline script. So it will generate some kind of pipeline script like this. So now what all you need to do is you just need to copy this and go back to Jenkins file, right? And under steps, just modify it, the steps as this one. I'm sorry. I'll copy this from here, which I have already uh, extracted out. Okay, it's not here. It must be here. All right, here it is. So I'll copy this. I'll mention this in our steps. What it would do, it would upload the artifacts to the S3 bucket from Jenkins itself using that plugin. I'll step. I'll mark this step as deploy, not the check version. So I'll deploy it here, or maybe upload. You can say it like this, whatever you'd like to choose. I'll prefer to choose deploy, right? I'll save the changes, commit changes, and now I'll go back to my pipeline. Since we haven't changed anything in there, I did not modify anything. So either save or get out of it without saving it. Now I'll hit build now. So what it would get the content from the GitHub, and then it would based on what we have asked Jenkins file to do, based on that it will upload the files like we did from freestyle pipeline. So before I do that, I'll remove what we have already in the bucket, so that just to make sure that it's not duplicating the content. Delete it. Now I'll go back to my Jenkins pipeline and hit build now. And this is the fourth build, console output. So what it has done, let's see. We got the success, that's good thing. So it has obtained Jenkins file from Git. We asked this to do to the pipeline. It is running on the agent Linux, which we defined in the Jenkins file, so which is great. Now it has followed all the steps, update Jenkins file and everything, and then in the end, it has run what we requested or asked Jenkins file to do. So it is again the same thing, and let me refresh the bucket. We deleted it. Let's close this out and then refresh it. We'll again have the same thing here. So right, so this is very cool. I mean, you can use Jenkins file to do these stuffs, and there is HTML file. Again, you if you open this, it will I'm sorry. If you open it like this, it will again say the same thing to you. So you, instead of configuring within the pipeline, you can always put everything to GitHub, and from there, once the build gets created or you are done with the test, uh, it would let you have the app up and running fine. That's all for this video. This was very interesting. I'll come up with more interesting videos. Please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.